Good morning, Fanny.
Hi,
Thank you
good morning.
for taking the time out to interview with Diversity Abroad. So why don't you go ahead and tell me where you studied, your home institution, and your your major.
Okay, thank you for having me. So I studied abroad in Seville, Spain, and my home institution is here, UNC Chapel Hill, and my major is psych.
And where are you from originally?
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay. So why did you choose to study abroad?
I wanted kind of a global experience my time here at Carolina. A lot of my friends had studied abroad and spoke nothing but great things. UNC had like a variety of programs, so I thought it would be exciting to try something new.
Awesome. And tell me about your program.
Okay, well, my program is UNC Science in Sevilla. So it's roughly about a 5-week program, and you're taking Organic Chemistry 1. And this program, it does count for your GPA, unlike most of the programs here at UNC. A UNC professor goes with you, and so you're taught by them, and you get to have a homestay while you're there. It's a very small program, very rigorous in work, but also very fun.
It sounds awesome. And how did you go about funding your program?
Let's see. My parents funded most of the program. I did acquire one loan, but it was mostly funded by my parents. Yeah.
Okay. And did you ever feel any discrimination while you were overseas in regards to maybe being a female
Right.
or?
So it's funny you say that. I thought I would, maybe because I was going to Spain and I'm Latin American. And I've heard, times before, even from some of my family that lives in Barcelona, saying, like, they're discriminatory against, Latin Americans or Hispanics from the United States. But I felt none of that, or I did not witness any of that. So I felt very welcomed while I was there. So it was great.
And was there anything that you wish you had known before you had left?
Um, Probably how hot it was really going to get in Sevilla. I mean, being in southern Spain, all of July was hell, like literally very hot. We joke around in my study abroad group how when it was like below 100, we would be like, oh, time to break out our coats because it's cold outside. So probably the weather, I just did not expect it to be so hot.
Yeah, it gets hot in Spain.
Yeah.
Barcelona was pretty hot too when I
Mhm.
was there. So what was your most memorable moment?
Um, Probably just in general bonding with my group. I knew nobody going in. It was 18 of us, and now I'm great friends with a lot of them. I guess just being abroad with a group of strangers really makes you, open up a lot and create bonds that are you're going to remember forever because you're all exploring something completely new. So I think that was most memorable. My favorite part was just meeting these people, getting to know them, and bonding with them on a different level.
And going off of that, how would you say studying abroad has benefited you, either personally or academically?
Right, so academically it provided me a way to study abroad, but also continue with my studies. I'm also pre-med. So being pre-med or pre-health in general is very hard to find a program or to study abroad in general without you like having to compromise maybe summer school or things like that because you're trying to get all your prereqs done. So I think academically this program offered exactly what I needed, which was a global experience paired with something that will enrich me academically and like continue to give me requirements for my field. And then personally, just having this new like insight of the world was definitely awesome. Like I'd never, the only place I traveled was Honduras, which is where I'm from. But going to Europe, completely different than living in Raleigh all my life, offered me a new perspective, kind of how other people live around the world. So it's very eye-opening.
Great. And would you recommend the program that you went on?
Absolutely, especially for those who are in the science fields. I think that program's great. It gives you the opportunity to do or go, but it's also taught by UNC professors, so it's not like you're being taught in Spanish or anything, which is what a lot of my friends thought I was going to take Orgo in Spanish, and I was like, no, that'd be crazy. So I do recommend it, and while you're there, they also give you time to explore. We had several group like enrichment programs, and we went to several cities, so it's also very fun to be on, yeah.
Great. And what advice would you give to students that are considering studying abroad?
Well, I definitely give advice to find a program that fits you. Make sure you do your research because UNC offers so many. There's bound something to be very unique and fitting to you. but also go in with an open mind. You have to be aware that people are different, in different parts of the world, and just go in with kind of an open mind and, being ready to adapt and ready to embrace the change that you're going to be witnessing.
Great. Well, Fanny, thank you so much. Those were the only questions I had, and thank you for sharing your story with Diversity Abroad.
Thank you so much.